Hey there, folks. It's just a couple minutes to 5. I wanted to go ahead and turn the live on and make sure that we had sound working and everything else. As folks are getting notified and coming in, we will get everything all set up and connect my special guest today. We have, let's see here. I have to put on my other glasses to be able to do both here. Of course, got to get the fingerprint out. All right, so welcome aboard as you're coming in, Omar and everyone. Let's invite Angie to join us here real quick. The invitation's been sent. Judy, hello, folks, as y'all are coming in. Come on in, settle in, and tell us where you're from. I'm from Texas, and I believe, Angie, aren't you in Arizona?
Yes, I am.
All right. So Texas and Arizona represented. We'll do an official introduction here in just a second, but all of y'all that are tuning in, y'all be sure and let us know. I'm trying to figure out which set of glasses is going to work best for this endeavor. uh, it's hell getting old. That's just all there is to it sometimes. Um,
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. Yeah. Um, so All right, we are straight up 5 o'clock. My name's Russell. I'm with Financing the Future. I like to do these interviews on my lives once a week simply because it gives me an opportunity to introduce y'all to other successful affiliate marketers. We all come from different backgrounds, we all have different experiences. Our success rates have happened on different timelines. And so it's just good to hear other people's stories. And so today, I have a very special guest by the name of Angie Rash. She is a friend and a colleague. We both belong to Passive Income Blueprints. We promote their products, but Angie is also a bona fide coach in her own right and has her own clientele as well. And so, Angie, welcome to the interview. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. I'm sitting here tapping your forehead. So if everybody else can go ahead and do that, let's get the word out so that other people will know that we're on and get the information out. So thank you for
Absolutely.
having me.
Oh, glad to do it. Absolutely. So we've got, let's see, that's Beth. Hey, Beth, good to see
Hi,
you.
Beth.
We have all kinds of folks that are popping in. Say hi to everyone here. Let's see, we got Beth, we got Coach Carey, we've got who else? There we go. My fingers are not working with
Trevor,
me.
William, uh, come on in. Darwin, thank you for stopping in. Come on in, come on in.
All right.
Pam.
So, Angie, I always like to start by just kind of asking how people got involved with affiliate marketing. I mean, what was the story that got you to the place of actually just going into business for yourself?
Oh my goodness. Well, I've been in the healthcare field for about 40 years, and I got to a point where I was just burnt out. And I was on call 24/7, and I noticed that my health was starting to get affected because of my job. And I'm sure there's probably people that can relate to that, knowing that, when you're under stress, it can manifest itself in your body. And it did. And so I was noticing that I was getting, let me shut my shutters real quick. Hold on one second.
All righty.
Sorry. I saw that light glaring in my so I noticed that I was getting migraine headaches and I was getting severe sciatic back pain. I couldn't get out of bed. And I'm a person that has actually never missed a day of work. And so my last 2 weeks, hey Meg, my last 2 weeks of I was a director of operations and a gerontologist, and I worked for a home health company. So we would hire nurses and certified nurses aides to care for the elderly in their home. But after 40 years, I think it just started to wear on me, being on call 24/7. And especially during the last 2 years when, the pandemic hit, it was like everybody was calling off And of course, somebody had to go out and take care of business. So I was getting calls at all time of hours, nights, weekends, holidays. And my last 2 weeks of work, I was actually pretty much bedridden and wasn't able to get out of bed because of the pain in my back. And I was scrolling through TikTok trying to just kill time. And that's how I came across a video about affiliate marketing. I
And
didn't even know what affiliate marketing was. I had to go look it up. So,
you you mean they didn't tell you in the video?
well,
Oh
I think I
no.
just got overexcited because I came across a lady who was a social worker, and she was telling her story on TikTok. I believe she might have been on a live or something, but she was saying how she was making more money part time doing affiliate marketing than she was working her full time job as a social worker. And me being in the healthcare field, I resonated with that.
Right.
And so I just sent her a message and couldn't type fast enough on TikTok and said, "What is affiliate marketing?" And she said something that she had never done it before, but she had learned the skills by taking a class. So I had asked her if, hi, John, you guys are too early.
Yeah, I saw that. This is something different, John. Just stay tuned. We've got a great interview happening here.
But and so when she was telling her story, I was thinking, I want to know how she did this. If she didn't have any prior experience, where did she go to learn this and make that kind of money? So that's when I was introduced to my first program. And so granted, I've been through five.
Five
Okay.
programs. Okay.
So when I share with you guys that I have, you know, gone through the trenches and have spent quite a bit of money in programs, um, I actually, on one hand, am really glad that I've gone through that experience because it it actually makes me much more grateful for PIB and what I've learned because I feel like I have been in search of PIB from the very beginning. Five programs, but you never gave up. No, I didn't. Then the thing was like the very first program, was the $7 15-day challenge. And I came in with an attitude. It's all mindset, right? So when I came in, I knew that I was serious about wanting to, do this full time. And I quit my job 3 days after I started my training.
Oh wow.
And there was no plan B for me. I thought I'm either going to make this work or I'm going to make this work. So when I invested in the program, I went ahead and paid $4,500 because you could have either invested 2,500 or 4,500. And I went ahead and did the 45, assuming that I was going to get more tools or more mentorship or more training. Nobody told me that the only difference between those two packages was that my package came with a ticket to go to their mastermind in Florida at the end of the year, and that it didn't come with a mentorship program. And I have learned something valuable from all programs I have invested, and I have too. And I totally agree with you, John. But I am the type of person that I tend to I learn more by doing. And when I was not able to get one-on-one support unless I paid $126 an hour for that support or 3 sessions of $300, like $100 sessions each. I just that did not, sit with me well because I felt like after my 3 sessions that I paid for, I had a lot of questions still. You
Right.
don't graduate after 3 hours of questions.
Right.
And I needed one-on-one support, especially when it came to putting together your sales funnels and the autoresponders. I was so new to all of that that it was a whole total foreign language to me. And I was frustrated not being able to get answers when I needed them because I had to post them on Facebook. And sometimes it would take 24 hours for them to even approve my question. And then another 24 hours to get the answer to my question. And by that time, I had 10 more questions, right? So, yeah, so I was very, very, very frustrated to say the least. And I decided that it was not a program that worked for me. Now, a lot of people have had success with it, and I'm not bashing the company at all, but I think it's important for people to understand when they're looking at affiliate programs to do some research in the program and find out exactly what it is that each program offers before they go and spend that kind of money, because it is an investment.
Right.
But and it's really important to know your learning mechanism, because if you're the type of person that has to have more of a one-on-one, then that probably is not the right program for you, because you have to be more resourceful. And I was told very often to go on YouTube and find my answers there, and I just thought, well, I paid you to train me, why am I going somewhere else? Didn't make sense to me.
Right.
So, anyways, needless to say, I did not promote that program, and I left the program because I felt like I could not, with good conscience, promote something that I felt. What if somebody else was in the same situation and needed one-on-one support and had to pay $300 that they didn't have,
Right.
and would cause them at that point to feel like they were defeated and probably would quit.
Right.
And I am very stubborn and I do not like to fail. So, I thought I'm just going to find another program. There's got to be something out there that offers a mentorship program.
Right.
So, as I'm sharing my story with you guys, please, by no means do I want this to come across as bashing any other company. I am just merely sharing my own personal experience and what's worked for me, and the amount of time, energy, and money that I have spent to get to where I'm at today has been exuberant, to say the least. But again, it comes down to mindset. Meg, yes, just Google it. I would hear that. It was like, the motto there. But so when I went to my second program, and when you get to know other people in the industry, whether it be through TikTok or Facebook, you get to know other affiliates.
Right.
And so I was talking to an affiliate, and I was telling him that I was just really frustrated. And, I said, there's got to be more than, I thought there was only one program. I had no idea. I thought LM was the only thing out there when it came to affiliate marketing, because I was so new. I did not know that there were other programs. So when I was talking to him, he had introduced me to another program and said, I think you'll like this program because they do offer a mentorship and they also have an accountability coach. And then he said, and they do the sales funnels for you and the autoresponders. I said, oh my gosh, I wish I would have known that, because that's what I would have done in the first place, because I had such a hard time connecting all my sales funnels and, just not knowing all the tech stuff, right? So I asked how much the program was. Hey, Christy. And so when I asked how much the program was, that particular program was $6,000. And I just thought, oh my gosh, I've already just finished spending 4,800. But you know what? I want this. I want it bad. And I had enough knowledge in the training that I received from LM, and that I knew that we are in an era right now that if you're not making money online, you're throwing money out the window. So I just felt like I just need to find the right program, right?
Right.
So that's why I didn't want to give up. I'm like, I just need to learn this stuff. And so I went ahead and I did pay into that program. But again, my story, I was assuming that when I was assigned to an accountability coach, I was told that that coach would reach out to me twice a week, and I said, "Wonderful." I was expecting like a one-on-one Zoom every week, where that person, you and I are sitting here chatting with each other and say, "Hey, Angie, okay, so how's it going? What are you struggling with this week? What are your goals? What have you accomplished? How can I help you? Let's move your business forward." As an accountability coach, that's what I was expecting. But this was not the case. It was merely a text message in Messenger that I received every Monday and every Thursday, copy and paste text message that said, "Did you complete your goals and did you have any problems?"
Oh, wow.
And so when I very first started with that program, I was like, my text messages were like this long, right? I was like, "Oh my gosh, I had problems with this, and I don't know how to do that. And can you tell me how do I close this sale in the conversation?"
Hey,
And
Jackie. Hey, Christine. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
hi, guys. And do you know that not once was that accountability coach able to help me?
Oh, wow.
And the answer I got every time was, "I'm not sure. Let me get back to you." And I'm thinking, how can you not be sure? You're supposed to be my accountability coach. You should know this program well enough to teach the students. And sometimes I'd have to wait until Thursday before I got my answer for the question I asked her on Monday. And so I actually sent an email to the owner and I asked for another accountability coach. And she was sweet. Don't get me wrong. Very sweet gal, young and very, very nice girl. But we're talking about business. We're talking about people that are spending a lot of money and investing in their business and are looking for results. So I felt like I was not getting what I felt I had invested in. So I emailed and the owner and I said, that I wanted a different coach, and he said that I could not get a different accountability coach. And I said, if you guys don't know me well enough yet, I tend to speak my mind.
No. Are you sure?
I try to do it diplomatically,
Yeah.
but I'm just an ethical person, and I just feel like if I don't feel good about something, right? Yes, thank you, Beth. If I don't feel good about something, I can't promote it to somebody else knowing that I'm leading them down the wrong path. And I need
So,
to have answers.
so once again, it was time to say, bless your heart and move on.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So I went on and looked for a different program and found yet my third and fourth program. And I mean, similar situations where it really, what it came down to was that I just was not getting the support that I needed. There was not a mentorship program. There was only one meeting a week. You log on to Facebook, you do the Q&A, but and then you had to wait a long time to get your answers that were posted in that community. So, needless to say, when I came to PIB and met with Eric, we had a nice long conversation on our strategy call. and
I
I
think
said,
I
"I
had
have
a
to tell
similar,
you where I've come from."
right.
And Cotton Eye Joe. But I've spent so much money in all of those programs that, I just could not afford to invest in another program that was not going to be the right one. So at this point, I felt like I had all of the right questions to ask. And so this is why, even when I go on my own lives, I try to educate people on what to ask. And I said,
Right.
number one, you always want to ask if it is a course or does it offer a mentorship? And ask them to please define what they mean by a mentorship. Okay. And yes, a nice long conversation. We all know Eric. And so when I asked Eric also about, the training,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I found out that they have 3 trainings per week, I was I was shocked for one, and I was grateful for another. And I thought, wow, that means that people are really going to see the needle move in their business because they are getting the training that they need. And he said to me, Angie, not only do we have, the training 3 times a week, but you're not going to be logging on just to basically sit there and listen to a guru talk for an hour of your time. You will be the center of, this is a classroom setting. You're going to be assigned homework. You're going to be asked questions. You're going to be held accountable, and I was like, great, because
Yeah.
I mean, on one hand, you get kind of scared when you get asked, your name gets called. You're like, oh no, I don't know if I did my assignment. But I mean, that's what we're paying for, right? Is that kind
Right.
of training. And when I went into my very first day of my training, I remember how amazed I was because people were actually able to ask questions during the training and use examples and upload their screenshots. They were getting audits done on their TikToks. They were told what to do, what to say, literally like, having their hands held. And I just thought, this is what I need. This is what I've been looking for. And it's funny because I've had some people say to me, oh, you've got the shiny object syndrome because I've been through 5 programs. I said, no, I don't. I've just known what I've been looking for all along. And I've never wanted to give up until I found it. And so I told Eric, I said, I'm never leaving you. I feel like I finally found my home,
I've had similar
because
conversations with him. I mean, when you said I had a long conversation with him at the start, it's like I can picture a male female version of that conversation because you have to understand I came from experiences with LM, AMB, MIF, and others, and before I got to passive income blueprints, and it's
you
like
got all the initials down.
yeah, it's like, oh, Eric, man, I've been through this one too many times. Shoot straight with me, and so it was a very, and knowing your personality, how you're a straight shooter, it's like I could picture that conversation. So now that you've
Yeah.
gotten this success and landed in this place that fits you, um, why would you tell a brand new person to get involved with affiliate marketing?
Why? Well, it's actually, I think, one of the easiest forms of marketing, because I'll tell you, we've got social media now that, years ago, affiliate marketing has been around since the 80s.
Mhm.
But the fact that we have all of the tools now that makes it so much easier to be able to promote your business, whether you're promoting products or a company, a program. You don't have to ship anything. You don't have to recruit your friends or family. You have any idea how many LM, MLMs I've done?
Pampered Chef,
Like,
Avon, all of those. Yeah.
so so that I liked because I didn't have to recruit anybody. um and it's really, I mean, it's pretty basic. It's a very simple process. It's not an easy process, but it's simple. And when I say simple and easy, because it does take commitment. And you got to make those 3 to 5 videos a day, right? You got to have your DM messages with your people. You got to build relationships. And you got to know what type of content to create that's going to attract the right audience, and know who your avatar is. And so I think it is a great opportunity for anybody that has not started in, the field, but you don't have to even have experience.
Right.
They teach you everything, you know. So, oh, I'm it's the greatest thing I've ever done. I mean, I was able to make 10K in 38 days once I came and I started with PIB,
Will
because
you
I
will you
got
slow down and repeat that? Will you slow down and repeat that, please, just so people can hear it?
I made 10K in 38 days. And I received my 10K award. And so it is possible. And you come across these videos you see a lot, right, on your For You page, make 10K in. And is it possible? Absolutely. And I know it because I've done it, as many of our students have. We have Ryder, we have Stephanie, who also just received her 10K award.
Right.
And so, but it does, again, it takes commitment. So I just think it's the best thing I've ever done. But what it has done for me is that through the skills that I've learned through the program in PIB, learning the sales funnels, the conversations on how to convert your leads to sales, how to create content. I mean, there's so many tools that they've given us, that it has allowed me to actually, and it's almost like it's fallen in my lap, because I've had people that have reached out to me just based on my videos that I've created, where I teach people tips and tools and tricks on how to create content, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, the algorithm. I have my Facebook group that, I have everybody go, and I nurture their people there. I go live, I do free training there, give back to the community. And it has now allowed me to coach people on a one-on-one basis. And so between my affiliate marketing, and having high ticket sales and low ticket sales, I now am having also my own coaching that I do, one-on-one. So it's been a blessing,
And
to say the least.
I want to be clear. I think this is one of the benefits, and I didn't know I was going to go down this rabbit hole, but I'm going to. This has been one of the benefits of PIB, right? They want to encourage us. If we want to get out of the nest, they want to encourage us and help us get out of the nest. They do not put up roadblocks for us to promote other products, our own products, whatever the case may be. The tools that they teach, and I didn't get this experience in other places, and I'm assuming you didn't either. This we want people to succeed. We want people to succeed in whatever they're passionate about. It doesn't have to be doing the educational course that we promote. You can be an affiliate marketer for anything. Designer watches, jet planes,
Absolutely.
charter flights, whatever the case may be. So,
Yes. And in fact, I had a conversation with Eric about that as well. And he's like, Angie, go into your Kajabi and recreate your own videos, brand yourself and create your own courses. And, but I didn't want to create a course and do it for affiliate marketing. So I'm actually leaning more towards content manager, TikTok creator, things like that. And I follow this one gal who, and she's got an amazing story, but I would love to do what she's doing, and I know that I will. But she is a coach and is basically teaches other people how to be a coach, whether it be fitness, music, it doesn't matter. You learn the same skills: how to monetize your social media, how to create your content, how to create your sales page, your funnel, your memberships. And so she has a membership every month that people buy into, and I have bought into it. And it's $50 a month, and every week I log on and I listen to her, and basically really all I'm listening to is her root us all on in giving us that energy to follow our dreams.
yeah,
And then once you have signed into her program, she has other programs where she actually teaches you how to create all of like the sales funnels, the training and the Facebook and all that. But a lot of that stuff I've already learned from PIB. So it makes perfect sense to me, and I'm able to follow it because of my training that I had here. But that's what I would love to do. And when she told her story that she started originally, she lives in Costa Rica. She's like in her 30s, and she made 100K this last month.
Oh, wow.
100K in 1 month. And she goes, live. People pay for her membership, and then they upscale to her different programs depending on what, they want to achieve in their business. And I thought I could so do that.
Yeah.
I go live all the time on TikTok, and I give tools and tips and tricks, and I make my content on what to do, what not to do. I make tutorials on how to teach people to use CapCut, how to monetize their Facebook so that they don't have to pay for ads, how to get organic traffic. And we've all heard of the what's the term is oh gosh, when you're kind of doubting yourself, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I know what I'm trying to say. It's a syndrome of when you're
Like
doubting
imposter
yourself.
syndrome? Like,
Imposter syndrome. There
yeah.
you go. Because we all have limiting beliefs.
Right.
And if yes, thank you, the imposter syndrome. And if you know more than the person that just got introduced to this today, you are able to help somebody, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I've got some good experience, and knowledge is valuable, and I can help people. And, so that I love the fact that we're helping people right now, and we're changing lives with the affiliate marketing place is one thing. But now, as I'm getting into my coaching, it's I'm helping struggling affiliate marketers that are, yes, they're coming into the field. It's not just a quick fix in just making 3 videos a day and you're going to be successful. There really is a strategy to it.
Right.
And so I've been able to help other people in learning what type of content to create, how to make, their videos, the trendy music, just so many different things. And that's valuable, because if we don't have the right content in social media, we don't have a business.
Right.
And so that is really, really critical. So I really like the fact that I'm able to help people build their business, whether they're struggling affiliate marketers or whether they have their own business. Maybe they have an Instagram account, maybe they have, a Facebook account. In fact, I started working with somebody. I have a new client I started working with last week, and he came to me because he didn't have any traffic. Well, because I mean his account was a personal account. He didn't even know how to make videos for his business. So anyways, we have started creating videos, and just kind of going over all of that with him. I had somebody else that came to me, and she said, Angie, I promote another company. And I said, that's okay. You don't have to promote our company. And so the services that I offer are either affiliate marketing, high ticket, low ticket with PIB, or personal one-on-one coaching. And it does not mean that they have to be promoting PIB in order to get that one-on-one coaching.
Right.
So she was promoting another company, and she says to me, I'm not getting any kind of traffic. I don't get any DM messages, and I want to know if you can help me. So absolutely. So I took a look at her account, and, we are taught how to do TikTok audits.
Yeah.
And so her TikTok name was a nickname that she had grown up with. So it had nothing to do with her niche. She was actually in the money-making niche, but she was promoting a different program. And so I said, okay, so first of all, we need to change that so that you have a name that coincides with your niche. Then we also have to optimize your description so that people know what you do, and then they can find you, because TikTok is more like an SEO now, search engine optimization. So if somebody's looking for an affiliate marketer, a digital marketer, I mean, you want to pop up, right? So then I took a look at her content, and she had like 6 videos that she had created about making money online and, promoting this program. And then she had a link tree. But in her link tree, she must have had like 20 different links. That was just like way too much. People get lost in that. So I looked at the rest of her videos and I said, this is a personal account, because her other videos were about her cat and her vacation and her, you know what I mean? I said, honey, the problem is that TikTok does not know where to send your videos to, because the algorithm has nothing to do with making money online.
Right.
So, and you don't have hashtags in your videos, and you don't have description keywords for the SEO. So she didn't even know what that was. And so I said, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to create a whole brand new account. We're going to pick a name that's within your niche. And then, so I set everything up for her. And then I told her what kind of video to make. And so I said, your very first video you're going to make, I want you to begin with your backstory, and you're going to brand yourself. You're going to get people to follow you for who you are, because so many companies, and you know this,
Yeah.
they teach you to just point to the text on screen, right? And play the trendy music. And I was talking to somebody not too long ago that was Australian, and she said that the minute she started making videos and speaking to her audience and branding herself, her DMs went up, her sales went up, that people were like, I had no idea you were Australian. You have such a beautiful accent. And so people want to know who you are. They want to buy from people they know, like, and trust. And so she told her backstory. I said, I want you to tell people why you started affiliate marketing. If you feel comfortable, where you're from, if are you a single parent, how many kids you have. I mean, just tell your story, whatever you feel comfortable with. And so she did. Well, part of her story was that her son, and she had a son that had passed away this time that week, a year ago. And he was I want to say maybe like 11 years old, and her
Right.
story touched, that one video pretty much went viral. And she texted me like 2 days later, and she said, Angie, I have gotten like 15 DM messages of people that want to start up with me and do affiliate marketing with my program. And because I told her, and I want you to make 3 videos a day. You're going to use the 80-20 rule. You're going to use trendy music. I gave her some hooks. I gave her some content to create. I gave her some, music. And so with all of the tools that she had, she was able to create those videos. And in just 2 days, she had got a total of 15 DM messages. And I said, that's wonderful. That's what you wanted, right? She said, well, I have a dilemma, because I feel like the company that I was with never taught me any of these things. And I learned more with you in 1 hour in our strategy call, and what you've done for me and what I've seen the results in 2 days. She said, I do not feel that I can offer with good conscience to promote that company, because I know they're going to have the same problem and not get the support that they need. She said, so can I send them to you? And I said, well, I want you, the whole purpose is that I want you to make the money on it, right? So
Right.
I said, why don't you just offer to help them like I've offered to help you through that process? And she said, well, I just don't feel comfortable. I don't feel like I have enough knowledge. And she goes, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sign up with PIB. And she said, but I can't start until next Friday when I get paid. So I'm going to send them a message, and I'm going to let them know that I'm going to send them to you. And I said, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is, if they sign on with me and I do a strategy call with them, I will split my commission with you, because I would have not gotten that commission had you not sent it to me, and you would have not gotten it had I not closed it. Right.
Right.
And I said, and let me tell you, our commissions are $1,700. And she was so thrilled, because she said that, her commissions were only like $300 with that other company. She goes, I'm actually will be making more if you sign them on. You know what I'm saying? So it's always, when you help people for the right reasons, it comes back to you. And so she ended up signing up, with the 12-day master class. But what I love about the master class, wish I could get some success, and you will, Donna.
Yes, Donna.
Stay strong, Donna. You're still fairly new. I want to say that on average, it usually will take about 60 days. It could take 90 days. Sometimes it might even take longer. It's different for everybody. But don't give up. Just stay consistent. Um, Great story, Angie. Thank you. And, so what I want to let people know that, you know, it is not easy. And you're going to have those days where you're going to get frustrated and you're going to feel like, I'm not getting any DM messages, or people don't want to invest. And it's happened to me. I've been ghosted before,
Hmm.
right? I mean, I'm sure you've gone through the same thing, Russell.
Yeah.
And you just work with the people that want the same thing. You will attract what you are, what you want, what you focus on. And I get two type of people when I do my strategy calls, or discovery calls. I get two types of people. One person will be totally like already ready, has been following me for some time, and knows that there's the possibility of making some money online. They just need to learn the tools, and they're ready to invest. They just don't know how. I need to talk to them and find out their goals and all that. Then there's the other type of person that I have spoken to before that says, "Oh, no, no, I can't do that." And they see it as an expense,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And when you see it as an expense, you're looking at it as a waste of money rather than an investment in your
Yeah.
future. Because
Absolutely.
if I were to say to you, you know, here, I'm going to give you, I want you to give me, I'm just going to throw a number out there. I want you to give me $5,000, and I'm going to give you $200,000. Would you do it? I mean, if we were literally in the same room and I had, $200,000 cash, and I said, "You want this $200,000? All you need to do is give me 5K for it." You would find a way to do it. You would
Right.
run out that door and call your family or your friends and say, "I will share my 200K with you. This lady's willing to give me that money, but all I have to do is give her 5K." I had to look at it like that and say, because it's an investment to making an endless amount of money,
Right.
right? 100%, Beth. Yes. And but when I get people that just say, "Oh no, I can't do that," and they just don't see it. I mean, I spent $4,800 on my first program, 6,000 on my second program, another 4,000 on my other program, another, you know what I'm saying? I even paid for a coaching program and paid 4,000 for a coaching program. And to me, I've invested so much money in myself for education and have gotten something from every one of those programs.
Right.
And like John says, every one of those programs I have gotten something, and I take the good with me and I apply it to what I've learned. But they're an investment in my education, and I will continue to keep investing in myself. Um, you know, if you are making more money, you want to invest in a coach that is at that next level.
Right.
And then when you get to that level, you invest in another coach that got that coach to that level. You see what I'm saying? You don't stop.
That's right. And eventually you end up with Dean DeGrassi and Tony Robbins, and you're paying $25,000 an hour, and life is just golden, right? I don't know. Uh, let's see.
Right?
Which coach is this? Coach Carey. Okay, Coach Carey. Absolutely. You got my number. Give me a call. That would be awesome. So, Heloise, yes, I recognize. I see that that's happening to you too. I think you were talking about being ghosted in the DMs and those kinds of things. Totally get that. And Angie, to your point with the lull, I was going through a season of about 45 to 50 days where it was, a couple of DMs, new conversations a day, a couple of follow ups on old conversations. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the last 96 hours, I've had 50 plus DMs going, like with it just you have to stay consistent. You have to stick with it and trust the process.
What do you
So
think changed? What do you think you did differently? Or is there anything that you can attribute it?
Part of the help on one account was that I had a video that went. It didn't go viral. It just did better than any of my other videos. It went miniaturely viral for me. Um, I had like 6,000 views. You know, when you're averaging 400 and you have one pop with 6,000, then all of a sudden they're going back and they're looking at your other content. Um,
Exactly.
the other thing that I
Well,
did is because I brought an account with me from all of my previous experiences, is I now run two accounts. And the second account allows me to target an audience a little differently than my first account does. So it's still me. I told everybody, you know, I actually did a transparency video on this account to let people know I haven't been hijacked. People aren't stealing my videos, but it gives me some more real estate in the space and allows me to do some things that are just a little different. But the biggest part of it is just sticking and grinding it out and making sure that, you
exactly.
know, I suit up and I show up.
Well,
Um,
I ended up
it's
having my DMs revoked on this account. And so I totally understand having two accounts. And so I'm like, oh gosh, I mean, it's hard enough sometimes just creating content for one. Now I got to do two. And my other account, I've only got maybe like 1,700 followers on that one. This one is like 29,000. But I'm going to be creating a third account because I'm but I think it's going to be great because new accounts do well.
mhm.
And you probably noticed that, like you had like 5 to 700 views on your videos on your new account, right? I
Right.
think TikTok likes to encourage new creators. But the reason why I'm going to be creating my third account is because in fact Heather here is um, you see her, it's high ticket content creator.
Yep.
She's somebody that I follow, and I see her as a mentor, and I've learned a lot from her. And in fact, I got on one of her Facebooks today. She had a live training, but and she's doing what I want to do, and so my content's going to be different. My
Right.
content's going to be more about the TikTok algorithm and how to create content and how to teach other people how to do that and how to be a coach. And so although I kind of have a mix of content right now in my account of this as well as the affiliate marketing, and you hear me in my videos where I say, if you're wanting to grow your business, to reach out to me and, TikTok this and that. But if you want to do affiliate marketing, and I kind of feel like I don't want it to hinder both. I think maybe I might have to separate them in order to feel like I can be truly successful to my target audience. But that's
Hey, and
something that I'm going to be working on.
that is gold nugget information. If you're listening, you need to pay attention to that. If you are promoting more than one item, you're going to want a separate account for each of the genres or niches that you're promoting. And so don't be afraid of setting up that second account. I know people who have one stream that is in the health and wellness niche, and they have another stream in the wealth and education niche. And so this is not abnormal. This is the way that those affiliates that say that they're supporting 300 companies or promoting 300 companies a month, making $100,000 a month. That's how they're doing it through different channels. So that was gold nugget
Exactly.
information. So thanks for that, Angie. I appreciate that.
Oh no, I'm so excited of my new journey. I mean, I'm doing a lot of market research right now, and I'm going to be creating my own Kajabi courses in being able to teach people how to do what I'm now doing. So, if anybody's interested out there in learning this, please feel free to, pick my brain, because you're good. You'll be getting it at a really good deal right now since I'm still new. Don't wait until I become a big guru and then
That's right. Get
charging
in
a
on
lot
the beta
more.
testing. Do the beta testing.
I'm
Do it
in
now.
the beta testing stage.
So, Angie, what would you tell affiliate marketers or people in their online businesses that are going through what we call the valley of despair? Whether it's in their first 3 months and they're just not getting the traction they want to, or they're in 9 or 12 months, they've had some really good months, but now all of a sudden things just seem different for them, and they're in angst and they're stressed out because it just doesn't feel like it's working anymore. What do you tell those people?
Well, don't give up. Just, I mean, I have been in the valley of despair, and even with somebody who's, earned 10K a month, you still go through that. I mean, we're all human. And I mean, I have had my moments where the valley has brought me to tears.
Mm.
And I just couldn't give up. And the best advice I could say when you are in that valley is to reach out to other people that are in your community. If you're, whether you're in a Facebook group or you're in a you are already an affiliate like we are with our PIB, we've got an amazing community. And that's what I did. I mean, I reached out to several people, and several people knew that I was, kind of down that day. And they reached out to me, and that meant the world to me to have that kind of support. So surround yourself around like-minded people, because when you get to that valley of despair, you're going to feel like giving up.
Yeah.
Another thing I would say is to remember what your why is,
Yeah.
because your why has got to be strong enough to get you through that. And, I quit my job 3 days after I started affiliate marketing because I did not want to go back. I will never go and work for a 9 to 5 again. And, you know, I just turned 60 years old and I'm thinking about retirement. I don't want to, I don't want to work until I'm 70 years old. I mean, I want to be out there enjoying my my youth.
Absolutely. Hey, a great big shout out, because not every CEO does this, but the CEO of PIB hopped in the house. And so I want to do a shout out to Eric and say hi and thanks for joining us. We're always glad when you pop into our lives. That's the kind
Oh,
of support
I
we get
love
at
Eric.
PIB. Um,
Yes.
wow.
And you know what? And I was really impressed when I very first started with PIB, and I had gone live, and I was live on Facebook and I was live on TikTok, and then I had my own master class that I had like 8 students for a 4-week program that I offered for free, giving back to my community. And Eric popped in, and that meant the world to me
Yeah.
because I've never had anybody in my other past programs take the time to do that and support their students. And, just even pop in he was on for like 15 minutes, and I felt like I was on with a movie star.
Yeah, it's always great. So, all right, so that's the Valley of Despair, Angie. Tell us as far as affiliate marketing goes, what are your favorite tools that you use on a daily basis?
So I use ClickFunnels, and I love it because it's a basic plug and play, very simple, easy to use. There is a monthly, it's $97 a month, but some people end up using System.io when they first start because System.io is free, and but I stayed with ClickFunnels because I just thought that, as I continue, I grew pretty quickly in my business. So I became an affiliate for it. And so I recommend my affiliate link all the time. So if you just get 3 people, you're now getting your ClickFunnels for free because it's paying for your monthly membership, right?
Okay, so time
So
out.
yeah.
This is another big gold nugget I don't want y'all to miss. On your back end, through your emails, through your other communications, be sure you're promoting your tools, because they can, as Angie just said, pay for themselves. I told you that this was going to be value packed and full of gold nuggets. Y'all just have to listen for them. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Angie.
No worries. You're so right. And the other thing is, and I'm just about done. I was like wanting to create an affiliate marketing guide, a beginner guide, 101, affiliate marketing 101. So, but what you can do also is when you create your guide is put all your affiliate links in that as well. So I am an affiliate for Canva, for group leads, for Aweber, GetResponse, ClickFunnels, like I said. There's so many different programs that every affiliate marketer is going to be using these tools. So why not sign up and be an affiliate and promote them to other people that are going to be using them, especially once you start moving up and you start helping other people, you're going to be giving them that information anyways.
Right.
Why not
Absolutely.
have it be your own link, right? Your affiliate link. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Go back and put that in your ebook. That's money on the table that you're just leaving there if you don't. Um,
Yes.
so, Angie, after all this time in the space, what's the one thing you wish you knew now when you started?
Oh, that's a good question. um, well, I guess I wish I would have known that not every program is the same. It would have saved me a lot of money. I wish I would have known that there's a difference between a course and a mentorship program.
Okay.
That that right there has got to be the biggest lesson that I've learned. It would have saved me $17,000
Yeah.
in programs. Okay. So if anybody is thinking about it, definitely I would say ask that first question is, do they have a mentorship program, or is it a course? Do they do the sales funnels for you and the autoresponders? And if not, do they teach you? Also, do they offer one-on-one support at no additional cost? I mean, so I teach people these questions to ask now. I'm like at my expense, but it's part of my story. And on one hand, a very small part of me is glad that I spent all that money.
Right.
But I'm here, at my home base now with a program that offers everything I've been looking for: mentorship, the 24/7 chat in our messenger. We get our questions answered immediately. I mean, within minutes. And our community is so helpful that when, somebody puts a question, even if it's not our mentor answering the question, which we happen to have three, by the way,
Right.
we still get our questions answered by other affiliates. And so I love that. I wanted to also talk a little bit about the 12-day masterclass, because often I will, when I have my discovery calls, not everybody can buy into a high ticket program, but the 12-day masterclass is an excellent place for somebody to start. And I wish that I would have been able to start there, because it's only $197. But the beauty of this program, and we're the only ones that does this, is that if you have your affiliate link and you are promoting that 12-day masterclass and that person upscales to the high ticket program, you still have the opportunity to earn $1,700
Yeah.
without having to buy into the higher ticket program, right? That is like unheard of.
Yeah.
So that in itself is just such a huge opportunity, because let me tell you that um, the the ratio of people that are coming into the 12-day are already speaking about wanting to come into the high ticket program.
Yeah.
And we have Allison, for example, that came in on the 12-day masterclass. And in 3 weeks' time, I mean, she made like 9 sales in 3 weeks. A single mom with little kids. She goes live. You see her
Yep.
babies, on her hip in her live.
Yeah.
She's a go-getter. And, for her to be able to make 9 sales like that in, just 3 weeks' time, that's amazing. And kudos to her. So, everybody can do that. That's me, because I need more one-on-one. And I totally get that, because I was the same way, needing that one-on-one. And that's why I really appreciate how PIB does, give that to us. So the benefit is that because the 12-day masterclass, obviously for $197 is a steal.
It is.
And there's a lot of value offered but the training is at a different level. So the training is every Monday, log on Facebook Live and you get your, Q&A basically. But you do still get one-on-one support if you need it for your sales funnels. You get all your questions answered in the Facebook group. But the difference between the 12-day masterclass training and the high ticket, passive income blueprints training is I can't even compare it because like trust me, it's almost like you've died and gone to heaven when you go into the upper course.
Right.
You learn. I would not be able to do what I'm doing now and gaining one-on-one clients and working at the level that I am now had I not learned all the skills that I learned in the high ticket course with the PIB course, the high ticket.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely worth, if you got to save your commissions from your 12-day that you're making and put that money under the mattress and save it to pay towards the high ticket, then make it happen. But I'm telling you, I was like, okay, I got to think outside of the box. What am I going to do? I was like, I got to put stuff on offer up. I cleaned out my closet. My husband's like, those are my tools. You're not selling my tools. You got to be resourceful sometimes. How bad do you want it? If you want it bad enough, you will make it happen. So I left his tools.
Well, I know that we have a mastermind in an hour, but do you have a few more minutes in case anybody has any questions, or do we need to get going? How are you doing on
Oh,
time?
I am good on time. I will just be able to, I was going to just hop off of here and hop onto our mastermind. So I'm in no hurry. I have no other meetings. So yes, if you guys have questions, please let us know. Um, yeah, I am a baby doll. I love it. That's what I want to do to make and sell and go up to the master class. Yes, Donna, make that your goal. And the other thing I would say is that this is not a get rich scheme. It's not going to happen overnight. You really have to think of this as a long-term career change. Okay. And because it will happen and it could lead you to other things. You could end up being a coach and, you know, making 100% profit off of your own products. You can learn how to create digital products and sell those as well. There's so many things you can do.
So,
But
Jack,
of course,
the mastermind lasts, it's scheduled for an hour, but because we're the they do not leave anybody behind. So we've had masterminds that go 60 minutes and we've had masterminds that will go for 2 hours. And so it'll be at least an hour tonight, more likely an hour and 20 minutes or so. And so that's kind of how long that happens. And then frequently there'll be a group of us from the program that will go on live afterwards just for fun and kicks and giggles and to answer questions. Let's see. Hi, Freedom from the 9 to 5. Glad you're here. The courses that we promote, now they're starting to come in really quickly. The courses that we promote, looks like it's making money with Leah. We promote passive income blueprints. We have 2 tiers of programs that we offer, and we've spent a lot of time talking about those tonight. Yeah, Heloise, thank you for that. Let's see here. That's what I want to talk to you about is the digital products. Okay, Donna, I think you're talking to Angie, so I think that's great. Y'all connect and that'll be awesome. Freedom from the 9 to 5. It just added, I just completed up setting up my funnel and added it to my bio today. Yay! That's awesome.
awesome.
And John's at the gym.
Multitasking, love it.
Hey, y'all, we only made it to 3.7 thousand likes, and there has been information bombs dropped all over the place. Can y'all smash my face and, just let's see if we can get those likes out. It pushes it out to a few more people and gives other people an opportunity to.
Whoops.
Angie went away. Oh
Whoops.
no! Don't
Sorry,
leave, Angie.
I tapped my own face. I was trying to tap yours, and my fingers too fat. Thank you, Wilson, for being on and
Yes, Wilson.
supporting us as well. we've got a lot of our team here. I really appreciate that.
All right, Jack, I
Russell,
will
check
do
your
that.
messages.
I'll be sure and do that, Jack. Um, so, as we're waiting on other questions, Angie, let me think here. I find it really interesting, and maybe you can speak to it. I think there'll be a nugget in it, but let me just try it on for size. You came out of the healthcare industry, and we have several people in our group that came out of the healthcare industry, and that is their avatar, that is their focus, their target audience. Um, Talk about your own personal branding and how you decided not to do that. What's your personal brand from your perspective, and help us out with that.
Of why I decided not to make the healthcare my brand. Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably because I was just so burnt out that I didn't want anything to do with it.
That's fair. That's awesome. That's fair.
But I love how like Malia, in her videos when she says, "Hey, y'all nurses," you know so it's really important to know what you're branding yourself, for who your target audience is. And we have Bob, who is always targeting people that are looking to retire, the empty nest syndrome. I think with Whitney, who hers is the single moms, or stay-at-home moms.
Right.
And so mine was just, I think I just wanted to help everybody. So, but it turned out that I started leaning more towards struggling affiliate marketers, which was my branding, in helping other people that were struggling with their sales funnels, or creating content, or monetizing their Facebook group, things of that nature. That's probably how I kind of landed into the coaching.
Right.
So that's what worked for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Um, oh, let's see. Lorraine, thank you. Appreciate that. Um, Somebody's sending something about Googling jokes for affiliate marketing.
Oh,
I have too
I
many
saw that.
screens, too many things
But
popping up
you
on
know
my
what?
screen.
I was going to say, for anybody that's here, like in the 12-day masterclass, and Donna, I know you're real anxious and wanting to start making commissions. Here's a couple of tips that I like to tell people, because this is what works for me. And is number one, to be sure that when you're making your videos, that you are branding yourself and talking to your audience and sharing your journey. And share your journey, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. I mean, if you're struggling in your journey, share that. If you just made your commission, you see a lot of my videos where I've got the hand thing that, shows my commission, my emails that come in that show the commission, my belt. I mean, people want to see your journey. They want to see your wins, your struggles. They want to know how you got through those battles, right? And when I lost the privilege of having my DM messages on this account, I felt totally defeated. I mean, I cried that day and just thought, this is my bread and butter. I can't communicate with people. They're going to think I'm ignoring them. What am I going to do? How am I going to get past that? Should I just create a whole new account? I mean, 29,000 followers, to go from that to have like a no account. Luckily I didn't get banned on the account itself. It was just the DM messages. But you know what? I just feel like what doesn't break you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
And now I feel like, there's going to be other people that are going to go through the same experience. And I can just say, oh, don't worry. We'll work around it. You can
That's right.
still make this happen. And so if I get a DM message, I'll just create a video for that person. Or I'll tell them in a reply video, follow me to my other community or my other account, and it still works. And it's actually has given me more exposure by doing that, because people are saying, well, now you got two accounts. But don't give up. And just stay true to being authentic in your videos. And but here, I need to tell you guys this so that this does not happen to you, because I don't want anybody to get banned like I did. The mistake that I made was I was sending my new followers a message. And every time I get a new followers, I always would take the time to thank them and say, thank you so much for following me and liking my videos. I really appreciate it, with a little heart. And then I said, do you have any questions about affiliate marketing? Well, the part that I should have left out was, do you have any questions about affiliate marketing? Because in TikToks, I believe that they construe that as solicitation. Unless somebody is asking you what you do and you're replying, you should not be sending out those type of messages. But you can still send a message and say, thank you for following me. I
Mm.
really appreciate it. And just leave it at that. And then if they say, "Oh, I love your content," or "Oh, well, maybe they have a question because you went ahead and uh, good to know, Angie." Yes. So make sure that you don't use that word in your very first introduction of, saying hello to your new followers. Because you don't know them yet either. And you don't want somebody to report you thinking, oh, you're trying to shove your business down my throat. Right.
Right.
And I think that's probably what happened.
Okay.
Somebody, I think, reported me.
That is good to know. Um, do you have books that have impacted your journey? I ask the mentors this, and I like to ask people. I try to ask most people, do you have books that have influenced your journey here on with affiliate marketing?
Well, there's the infamous Rich Dad Poor Dad. And then there was another one that I really enjoyed was Think and Grow Rich. And with the weird thing about that was the mindset that it puts you in is amazing because of what manifests when you start um, reading and thinking and setting those goals. And when I had read the Think and Grow Rich, the other one is A Slight Edge, but I had a list of goals that I had set for myself, both tangible and non-tangible. And I folded the piece of paper and I put it in after I finished reading the book, and I put it in that book. And I found the book about a year later, and I opened up that paper and completely had forgotten about it. And I had completed every one of those goals that I wanted, from the type of house that I wanted, from the type of car that I wanted, from, you know, and I didn't even think at that time of doing a vision board. But if you guys haven't done a vision board yet, oh, that's powerful.
It is.
You
Definitely
got to
is.
do a vision board. And my husband, this isn't really a vision board, but my husband made this for me, and I have it on my wall, and I see it all the time. I don't know if it shows backwards. But it basically says, if you believe in yourself, anything is possible.
Yeah.
And I see it every single day, and it just reminds me. So, have some good tools around you where you can see them, whether they're sticky notes on your mirror in the morning when you wake up, that's something positive. So, yeah.
Let's see, scroll through here. We had a bunch come through at once. Heloise says, thank you for saying that, Angie, because I'm struggling with getting my avatar to follow me. And she follows that up with comments about guys. I'm going to say this. I see this a lot in our community. And guys can be absolutely awful and atrocious. That's just all there is to it. You got to put them in check and ignore them. Um, you're,
Yes,
you're not there for that. Tell them that, block them, do whatever you got to do. Um,
exactly.
but let me tell you, if you're a guy in the affiliate marketing space, we have the exact same problem. We may not receive it the same way, but I cannot tell you how many hundreds of women that I have had that want me to go to their WhatsApp or go to their whatever because, so it happens on both sides of the fence. Just when you get that person in your comments or in your DMs or following you, once you figure out that's what it is, just block them and move on. As
Exactly.
far as Heloise, if you would say more about what your avatar is, I bet Angie might have some good tips for you. Developing Your Future, says Alex Hormozy's $1 Million Offer. That is a fantastic book. Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. I have not read that one. I've read similar content, I think, if the title is actually what's in the book. Let's see here. The Monk That Sold His Ferrari is an awesome book. Okay, Wilson, I'm going to have to check that one out, because monks and Ferraris, that's an oxymoron. I have to see what happens with that story. Let's see here. Moving through. Okay, so Heloise, your avatar is working moms or moms. So Angie, let's just do this on the fly real quick. What would you do to help Heloise hit her avatar?
Well, I would definitely, speak to, make sure you use the key words, moms, working moms. Are you a mom out there that is feeling like you're working to pay your sitter? Okay. Use that in your first 3 seconds. Okay, that's a good hook. You're going to get people, because now you're talking to those moms, and a mom is going to say, yeah, I'm tired of paying for my sitter, because they're working and they feel like their paycheck is going to pay for their sitter, right? You might even say something like, are you feeling like I am today and I don't feel like going to work? I want to be home with my babies. You watch how many people are going to reply to that video and comment, yes, I wish I could stay home and work, and be able to. Well, now you can. You have an opportunity to do that. Reach out to me, because I can show you how you can work from home. So, again, put yourself in your avatar's shoes, because normally your avatar is who you are, right? And when you start asking questions that have to do with the pain points, you're going to get responses from those type of people. And um, also, definitely make sure that you put those words in the keywords and in your hashtags. Another thing is, you want to be able to also put your captions on. Either use the captions in TikTok, or make your video in TikTok, download it, take the watermark off, upload it into CapCut, and then use the captions in CapCut. Because the other thing that'll happen was, when you use the CapCut editing app, you can also take out all of the empty pauses and spaces. So let me tell you guys, a lot of times your videos, it's not the content that you're creating in the video. It could even be the form of the video, how long you're pausing when you're talking. Are you taking those first 3 seconds in your video to say, "Hi, I'm Angie. You've lost them." Okay. Trust me, people are going to get to know who you are. But if you start with your hook right away, rather than just going into, wasting those 3 seconds, you're going to catch their attention on those first 2 or 3 seconds. So, just trying to give you guys some tips on how to get your audience when you're making your videos.
Yeah,
Hope that helps.
that's good information there. Hi, Jess. It's good to see you. Wilson, thank you for that. We are part of your same community. We're learning from the folks that are teaching us all. We're grateful for that information and knowledge. Jack, I think you got your question answered in the chat about what an avatar is, but it's your target audience. And I think one of the secrets that was really, it's so simple, but it's profoundly interesting, because when it finally dawned on me that this is what I needed to be doing, it might have had some effect on some things too, Angie. But your avatar, your target audience, is frequently you 6 or 12 months ago. If you want to talk about pain points, why did I get started on this journey, 8 months ago, going through 4 different programs to get where I am today, to finally start having some modicum of success? That's your avatar. I'm a Generation X guy. I'm 53 years old. I have a teenage daughter. I work a full-time job. I work in a professional industry, and all of these things are a part of who I speak to. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't help moms. I actually have some folks that I work with that are female. It doesn't mean that I don't help millennials. I have some folks that I work with that are younger than me. I have some folks that I work with that are older than me. It's just that my target, the majority of my conversations happen with Gen X dads. And as Angie said, if you missed this, this is key. This is another gold nugget. Angie told you, put your avatar in your hashtags. When I started putting Gen X dads in my hashtags, I started getting more men responding to my content. It's fascinating
Yep.
how it
Yep.
works.
Yep.
So, um, all right, Louise. Let's see. I think that's all of them. Angie, I'm going to need to take a quick break before we get into our mastermind.
Okay.
I cannot thank you enough for being here with me today. Friends, if you are following along with this live event here on TikTok, will you please make sure that you go and follow Angie and that you engage with her content? And if you have any questions, looking for coaching or for more information about passive income blueprints, be sure and use her links. So let's thank her for her time and being here with us today. We appreciate you a bunch,
And
Angie.
vice versa, Russell. I have some followers here that are mine, and please, give Russell some love. And we promote the same program, and any one of us can answer your questions. Miranda, hello, thank you for joining, and all of you guys. I appreciate the time that you've spent here with us.
Absolutely. All right, Angie, we'll see you in about 40 minutes. And the rest
All
of
right.
y'all, we'll see some of y'all later tonight or later in the week. Thanks for stopping by. Y'all have a blessed day.
Okay. Bye bye.